Welcome. I'm Steve Vislasel, founder of the Power of Partnership Training. And while selling and delivering our programs to thousands of training participants over the last 2 decades, I've discovered that there's a special relationship that opens the doorway to all of the benefits that we seek to experience with our valued clients. I've found that creating a powerful partnership is the key to both successful consulting and sales relationships with clients. In the previous video, I described the 3 elements of a powerful partnership: technical credibility, deep strategic trust, and an equal balance of power. In this video, I'd like to walk you through the journey we guide our clients through, from being perceived as a vendor by your clients all the way to becoming a powerful partner with them. This diagram very clearly maps out the 4 relationships that we might have with our clients at different stages of the relationship. When we start a new project with a client, most of us begin in the lower left quadrant. And in the lower left, we're a vendor. Regardless of what we call ourselves, regardless of what the client calls us, we're a vendor. If the horizontal axis is technical credibility and the vertical axis is deep strategic trust, we're low in both. It doesn't actually mean we are, but in the client's eyes, we have yet to show them that we really are technically credible, or that they should have a deep level of trust with us. So in that case, perception being reality, we're a vendor. And as a vendor, we'll quite often have to jump through a lot of hoops to prove ourselves. You may spend a lot of time convincing your client what needs to happen to move the engagement to the next level. Or worse yet, you may be talking to purchasing and legal, working through lots of contracts, or even talking to low-level administrators trying to get somewhere. Whatever is happening in the vendor quadrant, it's a challenging place to break out of. Now, there are 2 basic strategies to break out of the vendor box. What most salespeople do is to focus on going vertical first by developing the trust. Then they move to what we call an advisor in the upper left quadrant. They really try to build the relationship through creating rapport and connection. They try to close the deal through their personal relationship with the client. And that generally works out pretty well for a while if they're able to establish a high level of trust. The challenge comes in when they get in over their heads technically and make promises that the solution team can't fulfill, or that they can only accomplish through big hits in profitability. Ultimately, if the solution team can't fulfill on the big promises made, the trust is seriously degraded or even broken. The other approach taken by consultants and people with technical or operational backgrounds is to prove what great technical expertise they have. They try to double down on how strong they are technically. We call this the technical expert in the lower right quadrant. Now, the good news is if you go this route, the client will give you more work and they'll continue to feed you further engagements as long as you can keep up with the demand. The challenge or bad news is you get boxed into the narrowest slice of what you bring to the table. So whatever the narrowest piece of your offerings might be, you get boxed into that. And they feed you more and more of that specific need. If I begin with a client by offering training, they unconsciously put me in the trainer tech expert box. If I begin the engagement as a coach for their leadership team, they see me as a coach. It takes real work and skill to develop the trust so that I can bring all of our integrated offerings to the table and provide the best value to my clients that I'm capable of bringing. So if what you want to do is break out of whatever box you find yourself in, to really let the client know all of what you bring to the table in a way that's going to best serve them, what you need to do is bring together the best of advisor and technical expert in the upper right quadrant into what we call a powerful partnership. And that means you have the technical credibility, you have the deep strategic trust, and over time, you even develop an equal balance of power. So what does this get you? When you're in the upper right quadrant, conflicts are much more easily managed. You don't need to involve an army of people. Nobody needs to lawyer up. We work it out, person to person. You and I, we talk and we work it out because we trust each other. You get invited to sales opportunities much further upstream. Often while clients are still working out their requirements. Clients will give you every opportunity to meet their needs before they'll invite competitors into the dance at all. As a powerful partner, you can even land sole source bids where you're the only one they'll talk to because you have such a strong relationship. And quite often, you'll never even have to face a competitor. And if you do, you're on the inside track because your partner is pulling for you to win. Another cool thing that happens in this quadrant is when we go deliver the project, it's much smoother, much easier. If God forbid we ever do face a slip in a deadline, we can work it out. We can make it right. We can fix it. It doesn't need to be a big deal. Powerful partnership is a no escalation zone. And when we do deliver excellence, we can now upsell and cross-sell engagement extensions much more easily. As one CEO I worked with years ago said, we come in and our strategy is to do a pilot project at X level of revenues, deliver excellence, and then we expand to engagements at 20X. That's a real land and expand strategy. So rather than finding lots more people to sell at X level, what we want you to consider through mastering powerful partnership is to get to the 20X level as soon as you can, with every client where that's possible. Now, I'd like to share with you some of our specific principles and practices that you can employ right away to develop powerful partnerships. If you haven't done so already, please sign up on our homepage to receive our special gift to you. 5 free videos we call the 5 Hidden Pathways to Bigger Deals and More Profitable Projects. These training videos will get you started immediately on the path to creating powerful partnerships with your clients. Thanks so much for your attention. I look forward to partnering with you very soon.